Now that you have a place to store your materials, we're going to move on to discuss the role of the process journal in the personal project process. Really, a process journal is an umbrella term that refers to all of the work that you do on the project, taken collectively. Your proposal, brainstorming sheet, and any notes or thinking that you've already done are actually the first parts of the process journal. You've started on this already and didn't even know it. These records of your ongoing process are the first part of your process journal. The other two parts of the journal serve to help you demonstrate your skills as you're working to achieve your learning goal and create your final product or outcome, and to help you stay on track with your supervisor as you meet monthly throughout the process. So the process records are both the evidence of the work that you're doing and a structure to help you get things done. This chart lists out some key features of the process journal. Take a moment to review the chart before learning more about the kinds of entries you'll be making in your process journal. As part of your process journal, you'll complete several required assignments on a designated Canvas classroom. These entries are in addition to the ongoing records of your work that we already discussed. Structured entries are in common across all students, and they relate to your learning goal. Essentially, they're tasks or activities that help you show your skills as you are learning more about the topic of interest that you've identified. Unstructured entries are your opportunity to show how you're applying skills to develop your final product or outcome. This will look different for each student depending on the kind of project you're pursuing. The third kind of entry are reflection questions. These are questions that you'll discuss with your supervisor at particular points in the process. You should prepare them in advance and discuss them with your supervisor at your meetings. So, how do you keep all of that organized? In order to help keep track of this work, we've created a few templates that will help you link all of these separate pieces together. At this point, you will choose a template that will help you to organize your materials and put that document in the folder you created earlier. There are two templates to choose from that are linked here, or you may choose a do-it-yourself option. Basically, you would create a document of your own to keep things organized. Template 1 is a binder style Google Slides presentation. It has tabs and sections for each kind of journal entry, as well as directions on the different assignments you'll complete. Template 2 is a composition notebook style Google Slides presentation. It has all the same information as the first template, but without the tabs and sections. Take a moment now to explore these two templates and choose one that you think will work best for you. If after looking at the templates, you would rather create a document of your own, you can go ahead and do so. Once you decide, you'll place a copy of this template in the Google Drive folder and post the link to it in the assignment called Process Journal on Canvas. Pause the video now to look at the two templates and come back when you've made a decision. Throughout the process, the structured and unstructured assignments will help you develop your approaches to learning skills. ATL skills are your learning how to learn skills. They're the skills that you're using to organize your daily work, prioritize tasks, and help you be successful in your classes and in your daily life. Sometimes you're learning about these skills explicitly, but other times you're using them without really even thinking about them. The structured assignments encourage you to work on these skills at particular points in the process when they're likely to be most needed. Take a moment to look at the structured journal assignments that are built into the planning module on Canvas. These assignments are related to demonstrating your research skills. You'll need to establish a bibliography and evaluate at least 3 sources of information related to your project. You should continue to add to the bibliography throughout your project, but it's only necessary to thoroughly evaluate those sources which are most essential to your project. We will discuss this in more detail at a later time. Taken together, the ongoing work that you do in the project forms a cycle of independent and guided inquiry. You start by thinking about what you've done and what you want to do, as you did in the proposal and brainstorming activities. Then you take action on your ideas, which you'll be doing in the next 2 assignments coming up. Once you've done some of the work, you'll consult with your supervisor, who's there to help guide you through the process and provide feedback on your progress. And once you've consulted with your supervisor, you'll reflect on what you've done and achieved so far, your progress, and decide what to do next. Every 3 weeks or so, you'll repeat this cycle. The important part of it really is the thinking and action that you take on your own, and the process journal is a record of that. So what should you do now? First, preview the different templates for the process journal and start thinking about what you want to do to record your progress. Then, begin doing some preliminary research into your topic to help you narrow down your goals and interests. If you're feeling stuck, you can click on the link to view a short video that I made for teachers to tell them what I learned from a time that I tried to do a personal project and discovered just how hard it can be to pick an appropriate goal and a topic that's achievable within the time frame. If you need additional assistance, you can access the personal project website or talk with your supervisor about what you're thinking and what you need help with. They're there to help.